This is Pratap here, and today we are going to talk about Docker. So nowadays you will find there will be having huge hype on Docker, and all. So guys, if you think about Docker, so you can have a look here. This is that Docker website, and you can see this is the new logo. Actually, it's a blue whale, and top of that they have kept so much of load. Those are containers, and if you come here you can see Docker partnership with AWS, Azure, and so on. Anyways, so now we will talk today regarding Docker. So today the video is all about day one information what I'm going to share with you guys. So today we will be checking with Docker. What is Docker? Docker use cases and story behind the Docker, like how Docker came to the picture, and then Docker as a general public license, and then we'll be doing the labs. Okay, so let's have a look. What is Docker all about? So you can see here, Docker. It's a platform, software based platform where we can manage or orchestrate or making automation of any containers, right? So that is the first thing that we can do, and second thing is that it's any platform. Mostly people use Windows or Linux, and certain portions of use people use Mac, right? So it will be available there in that Windows as well as Linux. So the best part about it, that application which can run, that application which you are running, like containers, and use that kernel and OS based machine, suppose like you are running on multiple containers. That multiple containers will be using only single kernel in your base machine. All right, so this is what it all about. Now, like if I explain you that entire scenario, that how is going to be Docker you know architecture or design. So let's say uh, first I will tell about that VMware or any other virtual platform, and then we'll be coming to your Docker. Okay, let's start with Docker first. So now see, let's say this is your operating system in the base. Okay, so first we'll be having that operating system which will be running here, okay, in the down. So we can tell this one as a host operating system. Sorry, wait a minute. So this is your imagine this is your entire architecture. So it will be coming up with your down, it will be your host OS. So that could be your Windows or Linux. Then what will be there? Like then it will be having your supporting file. Supporting files, and then top of that supporting file and runtime, you can say, and top you will be having your app engine. Okay, so any kind of app which you are going to use for your environment. So that could be your any appliances, that could be compliances for the network and the security people, also the developer people. It's a just new beginning, why? Because if you go for that VMware or any other hypervisor tool, they whenever you are creating some VM, it's really take huge uh, space. You can say you can take that in number of processor, RAM, and all those more. You will be creating load. It will be having more number of your processor will be required, so based on your load and all. But over here in Docker you will be having freedom that you can control on those things. All right, so this is all about your Docker basic information. So I don't want to go much into the theory because then you will be losing interest. So let's you people do with me at the same time, so you will get to know okay why this story behind it. So if you keep starting with this, once you have started, then definitely you will be going very far. Okay. So this is the thing all about now. Okay, we will be come up here like use case scenario, who are the people who can use it. So developer and the people like who develop code, appliances, compliances, and all those. So those are the things will be very easy. Like for the networking people, like they're having an EVNG and they having like other solutions are there where you can build your demo lab like GNS3 and all those. So these are the simulator and emulator. So those things maybe we'll discuss some other day. Okay. So as of now, this was the important one that I wanted to tell you. Now, if you see in Docker that if like initially how that story or how that it started with, so it having a two kind of editions are there, like one of the edition is one of the edition will be like your one of the edition will be enterprise edition and another one edition will be community edition. Okay, so there will be two kind of edition will be there for the Docker. Okay, so Docker initially started with your Moby project, MOBY, MOBY project. All right, so Stanford University, few people they have registered patent on this. So this is how they have started with the Docker concept and all. Okay, now let's start with the lab and then you will discuss further more story behind it. So once we'll be keep doing as I told you earlier, once we'll be started with this, so you will be able to make it very easy, I mean more like proper way you can explore this Docker and all. Okay, so just give me a moment. I will take you to the lab section. So for the lab, what we have done here, you will be having VMware workstation. So in VMware workstation, so we have you have seen it. For that machine, one VM machine I have created and so much of space I have given. But once we'll be creating the Docker, so just you know run and go. That way we can do it. So this is that in VMware already we have created some machine. If you don't know how to install the VMware and all this, so you can go through my old video. You can click on playlist, and from there you can select installation Linux, installation Windows on VMware workstation. So you can see those things there. Okay, so once it's come up, then I will be showing you how to run the Docker and all those. Just be online. Okay, so you will be putting the credential here. So we have into the machine now. We have got the access of this Linux box. If you want to make it full screen, so you will click on this. So it will be coming completely full screen of this box. I mean virtual machine. Okay. So a few things I would like to tell you here. Now see, this machine is not coming, full screen. So few thing I would like to tell you here, like, you can say it's a troubleshooting kind of things. Okay, I definitely would like to help you on that. So see, it's not coming full screen and all this. So how we'll be doing? Just right click on this, install VMware tools. Once you'll be click on that, so the VMware tool, that icon is going to be here. Okay, or you can find it somewhere. You will be finding it here. Media. Yeah, you can see here. Now this is the VMware tool. So open with. Now you select extract where we are going to put in desktop and click on extract. So all that VMware driver and everything will be there inside. Okay, so you can close it. So why we are doing it, you will be getting a good speed and other things. So now in the desktop you can see it here that VMware tools are here. Now this is the we need to eject because we no need, we will be already kept the tool out here. Okay, now you open terminal. Done. Now you go to cd desktop. Now you type ls, so you can see the VMware tools. You go to that cd VMware tools. Now ls, so you can see the tool. Now you type here sudo, then VMware tool. Now it's asking that password. So now just install. You just give in enter, so it will be keep doing installation. See VMware tools. Now initializing after installation, so it will be coming full screen, and all the driver and everything, all the packages, it will be there, so it will be very fast. When you will be system will be warming up, I mean coming on and all, so it will be very fast in those time. So now only you can see it's become full screen. Now what we will do, we will do reboot in order to take a good effect of this. You have seen it earlier, it took so long time to come up. Now you have seen within second it just came up. All right, so you will be doing login now. Yes, so we can do login and we can go to the full screen. You can see here complete screen, you have got it here. Okay, so we have got into the desktop. Okay, so if you want this one VM tool, you want to delete, you can do that. Okay, so now we will be going to that terminal. So you are into the terminal now. So what you can do here, first we'll be checking ping and we'll check that connectivity. Yes, internet connectivity is there. So we will be trying to do installation of Docker, right? So the first thing guys you need to know, this is actually one of the virtual machine. We are trying to install that Docker top of this particular machine. All right. So how you are going to do it? So first of all, you will be checking this whether all that updates is there in the machine or not, this particular virtual machine. So you will be doing sudo, type this one, sudo apt get update. So all that update it will pick. It won't take much time because having good internet speed. Also I have given that enough storage and all. Okay, so you have seen it guys, like we have done checked with the package. Now if you give this here sudo apt get upgrade, if you give this one, so it will be taking you know many packages are going to install, like everything will be getting updated. Suppose you are running that old version of ubuntu uh, operating system, you want that latest update. So you can see it here. If once will be giving this command sudo apt get upgrade, immediately the things is started, getting the latest features, means latest version of that particular software or like app, you can say. Okay, so this is getting installed. You can see here everything will be installing, and it will be finished. Once we'll finish it, then we'll go for installation of your docker. So let me tell you briefly what we are going to do. We are going to install one of that another version of, I mean, a version means another distribution. Like Linux having a so much of distribution. Some people also call distro. So so many distribution are there. Let's say this is Ubuntu, you have Kubuntu, you have Genome, you have SUSE, you having Red Hat. Red Hat Linux is that enterprise Linux. It's owned by IBM now, and it's one of the sophisticated. Plenty of certification is there. If you go for Red Hat certification like RHCSC, RHCSA, and all those. So now Red Hat also having one of the finest cloud in the industry, that is OpenStack. To be honest, one day will be coming. OpenStack will be run by every single body. Red Hat having one of that middleware. So that is done 95% of the company they run this. That is called JBoss. Okay, that is JBoss. You can check that one. Now, JBoss came into the market in the year of 2010, 2011, I guess, and since it's taking the leading role. But the people, like mostly, they don't, I mean, like who are the L1 engineer, L2 engineer, they mostly don't keep the information about those things. So, but actually, those are the very important one. I'm just telling you, just you just have a look on that Google, and you can get that much information on that. All right. So this is how they are taking that industry in completely. Okay. So having a reason behind telling all those, because today the distribution that we are going to use for this Docker system, so which is called BGBox, BUSYBOX. It's a one of the distribution of your Linux. So that BGBox we are going to install, then we are going to run that BGBox. We are going to install, some services inside that BGBox, and then we will be installing some of that, containers top of this BGBox. I mean service containers, and after that you will be accessing that one through the browser. So that is the major intention we are going to perform, like major things we are going to perform now. So once these things will get updated, and then we are going to perform that. Okay, also we can do one thing. We can open another terminal. We can open another terminal. Okay, and we can run that you know uh, BGBox out here. So how we will be doing it? So let me show you that how you are going to do that. So first we will be installing that Docker images, okay, inside it. So we will be giving sudo. Why we are giving sudo? Because we want need super user access in order to have access, install this particular package or some appliances. So we will be going here sudo, then we will put apt, then you can put in get, and then install. Then you can put docker dot io minus y. Okay, so because another update is going on, or we can check with only Docker. Okay, so that another process is running out here. So unless it is finished, so it's going to be finished very soon, and then we can run it. You can see here another process is using it. So that's why we have to hold it for a second, and once this is done, then we can install that Docker. Okay, so but this is the update is going on. You can see here all that latest version, latest tools, and everything is getting installed here. Okay, so what are the commands we have executed? I mean sudo apt get update and then apt get upgrade. So with this command, any of that package you like to install, so you can install from there directly from internet. Now in this kind of package, if you're having if you're using Red Hat Linux or something, then you have to configure yum server. Yum server will be hosted one of your server in your network inside. I mean not in public, because this is the directly we are going to public domain. I mean Ubuntu server and doing it downloading from there, but this is not a good process. So basically in an enterprise company, what they do, they make one of that server like Windows, you do WSUS, Windows Server Update Service. So those things what you have done, like you will be having one server. From there you will be doing deployment. So those things also called patch management also. So Windows, some of the server having like SCCM, SCVMM, SCDPM, those are the servers used to take a role for that. So if you want to, I mean if you're getting, I mean these terms for very first time, so you take some time and note down, and then you can surf in Google, and then you will be getting more details on that. Okay, so this is all about the things I would like to tell you here. I'm just waiting these things to finish it. So it's 82% has been done here. Okay. Mm. So Linux firmware also getting updated. You can see it here. It's a 74 MB. So yeah, 74 MB. It is taking 2 minutes to get download, and 84% is just done, and few percent is just left. So then we can run that Docker image and all those. So I already told you that like entire sequence, what you are going to do. Once this installation has been done, then we are going to install Docker. Then we will be uh, start creating apps top of that. Okay, service will be also installed, and some other things also will be installing. Okay, so 87% has been done. I could have do it, earlier, but still, I would like to show you that how this entire process can be done from the scratch. So that's what thought of making it. And day two session, I will be showing you how to connect, how to set that IP address, how to manage, and all those. In a total 10 videos, I'll be making on this in Docker. So today is the day one. So sometime in this week or probably next week, I will be making another one. In between, you can do practice and all. So and then you can guess more problems, and I'll help you out if you're having any questions on this. Okay, it's 93%. Just about to finish. Mm, okay. Okay, so guys, prerequisite is nothing. You just need to have that basic information about how virtualization works, different type of virtualization, and that virtualization tool, and what are the hypervisor, what are the physical hardware, what are the servers, what are the client machine. And this way you can if you're having this much information and a little bit about Linux knowledge, so that is more than enough. So guys, you can see it here. We have done with this. So you will be getting this command. uh, we will try to install the Docker. So let's try with this sudo apt, then get install, and then docker dot io minus y. If I give minus y, so what will be doing, it will be not asking asking for your prompt to give yes or no, so it will be directly, it will be installing it. So guys, we have seen it, we are running that docker command here, and earlier you have seen, earlier when we are running this particular command, it was giving some error, but now it will be giving, because all that dependencies, all that prerequisite tools already installed, so this time there is no error. So you can see it's just taking 21 MB, can you imagine? But if you install in VMware or something, so it is going to take so long space. I mean 400 MB, and top of that you will be creating VMware, you will be VM, and you will be giving space, and so much of space that's going to take, so much of hardware intensive. But once you'll be coming to that Docker, everything just click and go. That's the beauty of that Docker. So first we have just installed Docker now. Okay, now it's about to finish installation. So first day what we are doing, we are building the Docker lab. So don't skip it, that videos. So you just see every single things. We have found some errors. We have troubleshooted on that. We have found up from the terminal how we can do the things. So you have got that proper clarity, I guess. So this is how that entire lab you are going to build, and you are going to make your things done. Okay, so you can see it here. 83% has been done. Now 89%. Okay, so we are done with our Docker. Now you can see. Can you see that? Up checking Docker IO in Ubuntu. So it's already got installed. Docker is ready to use. So once the terminal will be coming, and then we'll run the command. Yes, we got the terminal. So if you want to increase, so you can increase this one. Okay, also you will be having, you can do like that if you want to make it quite a large screen, so you can do it. Yes, now if you give that command clear, it all will go. Now pwd, so I'm in that home directory of the user Pratap. Okay, now you see sudo docker, okay, run hello world. You can see there is no, it's just pulling. Can you see that? Downloading newer. Yes. Now you run that command sudo docker run. Okay. So your Docker is ready out here. Okay. Now you can give this command sudo docker, then pull bg. That I told you, one of the distribution that Linux, that is BGBox. There are plenty. BGBox is there, Tiny is there, Omengo is there. So you can take it based on your environment, which one you need. So you can see BGBox is ready now. So what we will be doing, we are going to run the BGBox now. So in order to that, sorry, sudo, then you will be giving this command docker, then run anything you are trying to run in Linux. You will be putting that run, and then you can put BGBox, okay, echo, and then you can put hello from BGBox. Yes, so BGBox is responding. You have seen it. Now, if you want to check it, it is running or not. So you can give this command sudo, and then you'll put docker, okay, and then ps. Yes, it's running. Can you see that container? But it's saying there is no table is showing there. Okay, so that I'll show you how to do that table, because we have installed that BGBox. We are not running that yet. Okay, so how we'll be doing it? Sudo docker, fine, run -t and BGBox. So you can put it here, sudo docker run BGBox. Yes, so it took now. So now if you want to see it here, okay, if you want to check it now, sudo docker, fine. So you have seen it, sudo docker, and then you have given that ps -a. You have seen it earlier, it was not created. Now you can see these are the container ID. These are the container has been created. You can create as much you want. Okay. Now sudo docker run httpd. So it will be creating automatically. Don't worry. So it says 27 MB of sudo docker httpd is getting installed. Now guys, if you want to install MySQL, I mean, why I'm telling MySQL, because if you are have at open source SQL, if you're trying to put, if you want to put that SQL from Microsoft, that also you can put it here, and you can make your anything web server. You want to make orchestration, you want to make that any website, anything you want to host, you can put it there, and you can click and go. So nobody is going to stop you there. So this is how your Docker is going to be ready. You see what we have done. We have installed one BGBox, and then we have installed one service top of that, and then we will be setting that command in order to access this. If you want to put that IP, you can set that IP and can access from somewhere. If you want to host some particular web server, if you want to host some particular app server, you can do like this. You just imagine guys, in just 10 to 15 minutes your server is ready and just running. Okay, so this is the beauty of your Docker. You practice, you can check it, that you can see the command, the very less command I have used here. Okay, and you can just put those, and you can make it your own lab, and you can practice. You can see it's done, work and running. Okay, so then I will give permission in order to access. Okay, so first I will be showing you, if I try to access with the local host, because right now the DNS is over here. We have not configured any specific DNS and all those. And though I these all DNS configuration, DNS binding, and all those with this particular server, in upcoming session I'm going to explain you that. But currently, you just see that which one is already available, localhost. With that, I'm trying to create. I mean, open it up here. You will be going here. So this is not finished yet. It will take some time. Um, okay, so we will be going here and we will be typing this http http localhost. See, unable to connect, right? So once it is finished, okay, so then we will be setting up that particular things and we will be using it. I mean, I will be giving you the command to access this. Yes, I have some patience. So once it's done, then I will be giving you the permission, or you can say we will be enable to open the port, and you can see these are the key has been generated, server name has been generated, okay, server process ID, it's a separate machine has been created, Apache has been installed. Even I can show you that separate service, Docker Hub. If you go to that Docker Hub, okay. So if you go here, now you can install what all appliances, what all stuff you want. This particular Docker Hub for the developer, and that web developer, app developer, those people. Okay, so you can see here which all you need. As I told you, you want SQL, you want other things. Let's say Ubuntu you want to install. Okay, so anything you like to put it, HTTPD, that this one we have installed. So they're having thousands of things are there, so you can use it. If you're the network guy, you can import from that directly from the vendors. So those things also will come, don't worry about it. Okay, so this is the very first day. I don't want to make these things very big, so I'm just waiting these things to be finished off, and then we will be running with this command. Or else let me open another window. Okay, and let me try from there. Okay, so you can put it sudo and then docker, then run sudo docker run -d. D for why? For daemon. Okay, and P for port 80. Okay, then 80. One is from the server, another for the from where you are accessing, and then HTTPD. Done. Okay, so you can see it here. This has been generated. Now we will be going here. This was the page secret. Wow, to working. Can you see that? Now you can go in that particular file and whatever you will be writing, it will be there. So you can, this is the way, you can make your web server, you can make anything, and it is just one click and go. All right guys, so I'm keeping it here, and next we will be starting up next things from the next session. I mean second class. So I'm just powering it off. Okay, this is not, it's been done yet, so I will leave it here. When it's done, then I'll power off. So guys, I hope you have seen it, that how we can do it. Okay. So you will stop it here.